Armstrong Educational Foundation, and Glade Billy, president of the Bridgewater Citizens Organizations, are with us to talk about these steps and they're taking to try and get the ball rolling here. Thank you both for being with us. Ms. Jackie, I'll start with you. Why is this campaign really so important, and how did it get its roots?
It's important because New Orleans and Congo Square is where America's culture began. Obviously, New Orleans is the birthplace of jazz, but all of that was born in Congo Square.
In Glade, the Bridgewater is really reaching across Rampart here, holding hands with Tremaine in this. Well, why is it so important to partner with them?
Well, what happens in Armstrong Park is totally related to the French Quarter, and I think it gives the French Quarter certainly somewhere to go. It's a beautiful park. I mean, most people don't really go to it much, but it's going to give us a wonderful opportunity for visitors to the French Quarter.
So how's this coalition, does it work? What's the goal here?
The goal is to have first off, Armstrong Park has never been a family destination. And the goal is to have, first off, a park that speaks to the development and the creation of New Orleans culture as well as the nation's culture, and for it to be a family destination similar to what's done at Audubon Park and at City Park.
So what needs to happen to make this come to fruition?
What needs to happen is that we need the city's support to redevelop the park, to provide infrastructure to support the kinds of things that we want to see happen there. But the citizens told us what they wanted through surveys and charrettes, and that's what the organizations who are members of the coalition will be talking to the mayor about again on Thursday.
So what are the hang-ups in getting to this point?
If you've ever dealt with politics before, everything takes forever. And so I think it's becoming, first it was an agreement with the city and our group, which took some time. And then the city put their plan together and then our plan together. And so we've just been meeting with people from the Economic Development Department of the city to kind of come up with a CEA that lets us all work together to facilitate a master plan for the entire project. But first you've got the FEMA aspect of it, phase one, to facilitate redoing what you see now, because people go by and go, what's happening with that? Well, not much just yet, because they have to kind of waterproof it, put windows in, air conditioning, and then go to phase two, which is a master plan.
So tell us about the meetings and what can folks expect to get from this?
They will find out. Actually, they are going to get a point-by-point message on how all of this came about and where we are today. There are two other partners who are interested in doing something in Armstrong Park, which is the Levitt Foundation and the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation. Representatives will be there to let the people know what they would like to do in the park. Also, the council member King will be there. Congressman Carter is going to send a video, and also Senator Duplessis, State Senator Royce Duplessis will be there too, because he introduced a bill to form a commission for the park. So now we have private and public working together, and the mayor is committed to seeing this through.
And this is going to be at what time and where?
It's going to be on this Thursday at 6 o'clock at Corpus Christi Epiphany Recreation Center in Building C.
And when you think about the park right now, where do you envision it to be years from now?
Go ahead.
Well, my vision, again, is to see a location where families can bring their children, where every day a tourist or adults and families can go into a museum that will chronicle the history of the development of the culture, and to see performances of brass bands and social aid and pleasure clubs. There will be a marketplace where people can purchase our cultural items, but there will be also commercial stores and coffee shops and a supper club in the auditorium. So that's my dream, and that's what the citizens told us they want to see there.
And even as it stands now, it's just a beautiful park just to walk through.
It is, but people are only walking through.
Right.
We want them to. We want it to be a destination.
and it takes a lot of work to get
It
there.
does, and the interesting thing about that, being right across the street from the French Quarter in geographic terms, 19 million tourists, we have a tremendous opportunity for people to learn about the culture, where we came from, food, jazz, the black culture of Treme, where a lot of things were born. So it's a tremendous opportunity where people can come and learn about who we are and where we came from, and that's what we need to do.
It's happened about historical significance. Appreciate you both being with us. And again, the Save Our Soul Coalition will be holding that meeting on the master plan for Armstrong Park this Thursday night at 6 o'clock. It is happening at the Corpus Christi Epiphany Community Resource Center that is on St. Bernard Avenue. We're going to hand things off to Peyton now, checking on you.